Hello everybody, this is Coach Tara Woodruff from CoachTaraWoodruff.com and HelpfulEntrepreneur.com, and today is Tuesday, book club day. I'm excited. I'm going to get off the internet here in a little bit and go read and take notes and underline and mark the crap out of that jab, right hook book because I absolutely love it and I'm learning a lot. Today I wanted to do a video about the subject line that Marie Forleos talked about today. She did an interview with Dr. Hallowell. He is I guess a cutting-edge leading expert on ADHD and ADD, and their basic storyline was how to, smart people, how they never get anything done, they overanalyze, blah blah blah, and also all the different ways, in which the internet and social media and emails and all these things start clouding up your space in your mind and get you nowhere. But one of the biggest things that sort of the last few minutes of that interview we're talking about are lilies and leeches. And I wanted to get into that aspect of the interview. You are going to, as a new network marketer or an experienced network marketer, I'm not sure where you're at right now, but we're all always learning, right? You've got to really get good at learning how to minimize the amount of leeches in your life. Now, what's a leech? A leech is someone or something that takes up your time away from your main goals, and you allow to take up your time. Something that kind of sucks your lifeblood out of you. Oftentimes it's people. Oftentimes it could be, or it could be your own ADD thing where you're, shiny object syndrome, and you get yourself spread out too thin and you really want to work on things, but nothing ever works out if you're not working on. You could have 50 awesome projects going at one time and get nothing done. It's better to cut out what you don't absolutely have to have and get to focus. As far as people is concerned, this is humongous. It's humongous. It's huge. This is one of the reasons why Kara and I decided to unite as a partnership and start a group on Facebook, because we were finding a lot of this going on and it was absolutely distracting us, draining our energy from us, and just keeping us from getting to where we want to go, and where we're on our way to, and experiencing the place that we're at fully. Is so many people getting on the chat, getting on the phone, whatever it is, asking for help, taking up a bunch of our time getting the help, and then doing absolutely nothing at all to implement anything that we discussed. And then getting frustrated because nothing's happening for them. And that kind of thing, just like, it takes you away from what you're doing. It takes you away. So it's really important that no matter where you are in your network marketing career, right at this moment, you have to start understanding who is going to take action and who is not, and who your lilies are and who are your leeches, and start shaving away what is keeping you from reaching your goals. One of the biggest things about this industry is that the only way that we're successful is if we help other people become successful. So if you are constantly finding yourself focused on folks that are not going to listen, even though they demand that you talk to them about something, or demand that you spend hours on the phone with them discussing action plans and so forth, if they don't want to do anything at all, they are not one of your lilies. They're going to be one of those people that get out there and say, I used to do business with that person and nothing ever, I couldn't become successful with anything they taught me. Well, because they didn't ever, you don't need the bad press. You want to work with people that are going to do it. So you help people and you look for results. I'm not talking about whether or not they've brought in 3 new people this week. Production, being a producer, is more than just recruiting and selling. Being a producer is getting skilled at the craft. You don't have to be extremely talented. What you have to be is extremely driven. So if somebody comes to you for help and you see they do nothing, or they do something very short period of time and they never finish, and then you notice you've got to recognize them immediately and stop giving up your time. Stop giving up your time. So Kara and I developed a group so that We could have a webinar once a week and cover broad subjects and handle things like that. And this way we knew who was really serious about wanting to actually implement some of the things and actually cut their learning curve so that they wouldn't have to go through the amount of time. Like, it's taken me years to get to this place, and I'm still not making millions of dollars, but I do know that I will be. And what I've realized at this point in my career in network marketing, that I really want to enjoy where I'm at and kind of reach to the next level and increase my abilities. And if I continue doing what I did last year and the year before and allowing people to take up way too much of my time that do not deserve it, I'm never going to even get to enjoy this level where I'm at. So it's important, because the journey is where the gold is. You know, don't be so focused on the end result. Be focused on how you grow as you go, because that's where it's really exciting. You know, that's where it really gets exciting. And I was finding that I just was getting drained out. And it's not like I have a team of 5,000 people yet. So what happens if I don't hone that skill right now on how to, you know, respond to somebody asking for help them, and then see what they do? And if they don't do it, then the next time they want help, there's no reason to continue. You know, there's no reason whatsoever to even answer an email, a phone call, a message at all, because people will show you who they are right away. They don't generally change, and if they do, then they're not going to call you back and ask you for more help. They're going to go back to what you told them and do it, and then come back to you and say, okay, I've done that part, now what next? So get the skill down right now and start looking around at your own life and your personal life. Start looking at, you know, the friends that call you on the phone, maybe the drunk dialers or something like that, and just waste your time with drama. Think about and start, you know, cutting down the time. Kirk Nugent taught me something really awesome, and I really need to start doing this because I have not. He puts a timer on. He has a kitchen timer right on his desk, and when you call him up, he sets the timer for 4 minutes. He gives you 4 minutes. If by the time the 4-minute bell rings, the conversation hasn't moved into something that's going to help both of you grow, both people learn and grow and be happy and have a positive high vibration, he gets off the phone. And he doesn't make any excuses about it. He gets off the phone. That's huge. So if you've got somebody that wants to pick your brain, you got somebody that wants to get your ideas so they can move along faster or anything like that, you need to set your timer and lead the conversation into a positive way. And if it can't go there, then you don't need to continue the conversation and teach or tell anything. They can read your blog, they can watch your videos, they don't have to have you on the phone. You've got to learn when to say no. And especially outside of people, say with opportunities. Sometimes it can be really overwhelming because you want to make money and you want to make a lot of money and you want to do it right now. Joining 5 MLMs is not going to make you any more money. Pick one that you can work with. If you're like me, you kind of have to be selling something that you love. You know, when I sold cars, I couldn't sell Chevys to save my life, but I did all right with Dodges because I loved the truck. You know what I'm saying? I went to the Chevy dealership and I'm like, you know, how am I supposed to point out how awesome this is when I don't think so? You know? So if you're like me, and it's kind of nice to be like that, especially in this industry, because you're a salesperson, get over it. If you don't like that name, or you don't like that label, and you want to fall for all the broke people's idea what salespeople are, then maybe you need to go back to your job and cut off your auto-ship and not even worry about it, because you are in sales. But you need to focus on one company. If you're going to do an MLM and do a product-based company direct sales, focus on that company only. But only do that once you have a system in place. You need to have a way to create landing pages, and you need to have a way to build your list. That's more important than any MLM. Probably going to pay you better commissions as well. So keep that in mind. You have one system, one MLM, and then you can work on affiliate offers. Like I'm a JV Zoo affiliate. When I see a product come out that I think is pretty awesome, I'm going to go ahead and advertise it. I'm going to write a blog about it. I'm going to make a video about it. Yesterday I made one. So to keep myself from getting crazy, because I want to join everything. You know, I want to be at all things. There's so much out there that's really awesome. There's so many companies out there that I would love to get involved with. But I know that in order for me to be successful in the one I'm in, I need to focus on it. Okay? There's nothing wrong with having multiple projects, but they all have to be congruent with one another. They have to allow you to focus on them and grow them. If you're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companies, what's that about? That's not going to help you. Multiple streams of income doesn't mean multiple MLMs. Multiple streams of income means you know how to invest your money. Okay? You get a system, you invest your money, small money there. No, you don't have to be rich to have a system. As a matter of fact, you're never going to get rich if you don't have a system. An MLM, if you like direct sales, maybe another affiliate offer, and then, like a JV Zoot ClickBank affiliates, there's some really cool products out there you could sell and make 50% commissions on and blog about. You don't even have to have a paid blog if you don't want. If you want to have a paid blog, there's a couple of really awesome companies out there. So that might be something that you want to think about investing in. And then you can make some money on the front as you're building your back. And your back is your primary. Your back is your product, your own product that you're going to make. Your back is what you're focused on. It's going to bring you the best commissions, residual, long-term legacy income. So cut away the fat. Get rid of the leeches, whether it be businesses or people. Start really close to yourself so you can get your own personal life really in alignment with it. If somebody's wasting your time, let them out. That doesn't mean you gotta stop being their friend. It just means that you're not going to be their friend when all they want to do is waste your time, because you got a fucking mission. You've got children to feed, you got bills to pay, and you got charities you want to donate to. Maybe you got charities you want to start. Maybe you have a dream of moving to Costa Rica. Maybe you want a better house. Maybe you want to pay off your loans. You can't do that if you're constantly distracted. If you want to quit your job and become a professional in this industry, you need to act like one now, because becoming a professional right this minute is what's going to keep you prepared for when you do have that team of 3,000, 5,000 people. When you have 90% of those people are nothing but leeches. They're just going to try and ruin you. You've got to learn how to guide yourself down the road and not allow anyone to take away from who you are. You want every relationship you are in to be mutually beneficial. Okay? That's my video of the day. And thank you, Dr. Hollowell and Marie Florio, for the fantastic video of the day. And the funniness at the end. Oh, you gotta watch it. I'll put the link underneath this. I love you all. This is Coach Tara Woodruff, the Helpful Entrepreneur. Visit helpfulentrepreneur.com and take a look at what thousands of other entrepreneurs are doing all across the globe, 170 countries, to build their business. Whether they're authors, whether they're selling an internet product, whatever it is they're doing. Dog rescue, all sorts of people are doing this in order to focus on building their list so they can get their mission across, so they can sell their idea to you the right way. I love you all. Peace.